We're gonna watch the official trailer for The Witches today, Reject Nation. Excited to check this out. Robert Zemeckis, Guillermo del Toro co-wrote it. Let's get into it.
Are we just not gonna talk about the thing on your head?
This, it's called the shirt, John. Don't make a big deal out of it.
Sure.
Dumbass.
Why
Okay,
not?
here's the thing. I have curly hair, right? And then
What?
I saw a TikTok video not long ago that said that the best way to dry curly hair, put some little conditioner in it, and then wrap it in a shirt because something fabric something dark side. It's complete. They said you should have it dry for about 45 minutes to an hour, but by the time we're done watching this trailer, it'll probably be about 25 minutes. I'll still see what it looks like after words. I'll do an unveiling of my curls.
I am excited for that in a curling video.
That Chris Rock?
That is Chris Rock.
I didn't know he was involved in this.
Grandma was a tough lady with a big heart. And little by little, she brought me out of my sadness.
Aww.
I didn't know it.
Demonetized over 5 seconds.
Human nearby.
Oh.
Witches. They're real. And they hate children. Welcome.
What would you do?
What a great color palette.
Yeah.
Learning all that happens is so dead.
I would call the exterminator.
You see, girls? He would exterminate those brats.
So the animals are CGI now.
I guess.
Rats. We would exterminate the rats.
I feared this was happening. They're here. That means a test is coming. Ladies, plan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Transform a child into a mouse.
Whoa! Why are we mouses? Nice.
Whatever.
Oh, goodness.
Is that you, boy?
No!
Never let you get away with your filthy evil plot. Who's gonna stop me?
Doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, so long as somebody loves you.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying around a mouse on your person, now would you?
A mouse. Why on earth would I be carrying around a mouse?
Bring the big screen home.
Ah, that's a good
This was supposed to be a theater release originally, was it?
I believe so. I believe Robert Zemeckis is still theater material.
All right, before we talk about this,
Oh, are we doing this?
yeah, it's really stiffening my body language. I don't know how to undo the knot. Oh my god.
Oh,
my
no,
god.
you got it. You're good. You're great. You're
Oh my
so
God.
good, baby. You're money, baby. You're money. Vegas, baby. Vegas. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. That is a sexy look right there.
Now I gotta comb my hair.
Now you gotta start like a
And they say you're supposed to
post-punk band.
scrunch it.
You gotta start a pure
Supposed to
cover band.
scrunch it then.
Yeah, scrunching. Yeah, that's a good hair
Does it
technique.
look curly?
It looks, yeah, I mean, it looks wavy and nice, you know? It looks, you should shoot, like, a really intense, like, you know, rain fight or something right now and get the full advantage of, like, oh, it's dripping out of every fiber.
I just think you gotta mix up the commentary. You know, you gotta mix up. You get so routine with the channel. You gotta do different things once in a while.
Yeah, and this relates to the witches because they don't have hair, but look at all this hair that you have, you know? So, like, you know, they might want to steal your hair and make it one of their wigs or something. Because of how beautiful your locks are.
So let's talk about the witches. Motherfucker. Yeah. Oh god, this is really annoying.
The whole rest of the videos is you figuring out how to operate.
I like the trailer. I thought it was very charming and cute. And what I really like about it, that it has kind of that throwback vibe of the kind of Halloween movies for families that you just don't really get anymore. It feels like extremely family friendly, as it should, and to some, I feel like some might have a bit of an argument with that. I think most people's familiarity would be with the 1990 movie, a movie that is terrifying.
It's pretty scary.
It's scary. Like Jim Henson's, I don't know if Jim Henson did the makeup, but I know his team at least worked on it, right?
I believe it is the...
Feel free to correct me.
I believe it is the last movie that he himself worked on.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for clarifying. Thank you, John.
Any old time, buddy. Any old time.
Oh, John just has to steal the thunder.
No.
Everyone knows your hair's already long and sexy, John. Jeez.
I'll tie a braid for the rest of this video.
Try to make you look less than on camera? Do I, guys? Even in a joking manner?
I'll scoot back. Yeah, though, it does have that family Halloween quality.
While the book is obviously popular, I think a lot of us will probably associate the story of the witches with the 1990 movie, you know, because let's face it, we're millennials. And the 1990 movie came out in 1990. That's right at the brink when we all stopped reading books.
Yep. That was the time. It was all TV.
Unless
the
it was
computer's
Harry
gonna
Potter,
be
we
huge
just
soon.
stopped. Yeah,
exactly.
Looking at the trailer here, I like the performances. I think Octavia Spencer was probably the highlight to me. Anne Hathaway has a big task ahead of herself. There seems to be this thing with her where people just... There's just like this weird group online that just don't like Anne Hathaway. And I've always liked Anne Hathaway, but there's these people who just get like triggered by Anne Hathaway for some reason. Angelica Houston is essentially the biggest presence of the last movie. She will undoubtedly be compared to her. And Stanley Tucci looks great. It's a double horsepower reunion. The thing though is, you know, just knowing, especially with Henson working on, this might not matter to most people. I imagine it won't, but with Henson's team working on the 1990 Witches movie, the fact that they've CGI'd a lot that was kind of like disturbing makeup before, I imagine can be a bit disappointing for some.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you are old enough to remember that movie, and that's one of those things where you're going to be torn among the whole, you know, well, the kids this is probably partly aimed toward now aren't going to notice or care, and then, yeah, you're going to have the adults who will be upset. But I don't know, I mean, because it's Robert Zemeckis, I'm very curious, because, again, he
knocks it out of the park 99% of the time.
Most of the time. Especially when working in whimsical,
hit or miss,
effects-heavy areas. And that's the thing, though, is because, you know, he has become so known in the recent years for these very effects-heavy or completely effects-driven movies, and so partly I feel like scaling that back to just maybe the witch and mouse effects could be neat. I mean, like, having seen it practically before and knowing how tangible the story is and how, you know, at least what it calls for could be achieved pretty tangibly, pretty, I think, succinctly through physical effects, I wouldn't begrudge it. I'd have to see more, because what they're showing me here, I mean, it definitely looks like the witches. I'm not upset about reframing it in the 60s America versus, you know, the 80s in Britain, because like the original movie, this is one of the rare forms of media that I've consumed, I think, every way possible. It's like I had the book, the audio book, the movie, and now the remake. And the movie, the first one, made a number of changes that were just kind of like movie changes that felt like, I don't know, we gotta kind of tailor this to American Hollywood audiences or something. And so like now that we're past that hurdle, like I kind of appreciate the changes they seem like they're making here and making something that, I don't know, could be a bit more relevant. I don't know exactly how they're gonna use the civil rights, you know, time in America to complement what's going on in this story. But, you know, if we're here to update it and reimagine things, it seems like a fair way to go. And yeah, I think Anne Hathaway makes a great Grand High Witch, at least from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's got the spirit. It didn't make me go, oh God, what are they doing to this? You know, now I'm just sitting here hoping that they can maybe bridge the gap, because they did say also that they wanted to maybe hew a little closer to the book, which, I mean, you know, depending on who you talk to, there's only one, like, gigantic difference they, you know, introduce that changes the course of the movie, makes the ending a little happier. But yeah, you know, I'm curious to see what they come up with for sure, and this was an enticing look at that. It looks beautiful.
I think what a lot of people have really been wanting is a hocus pocus reunion or follow-up or soft reboot of some kind.
Also in the works.
I know it's in the works right now, and this gives me the vibe kind of like that. This version does.
Yeah, youth-accessible horror.
And also, you know, you got like kind of some Matilda vibes. There's a whole bunch of different vibes that I feel like are really meshed into this one.
Oh, yeah. And
Even
that's
a
that
little,
Roald Dahl
even a
spirit.
little bit of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of.
That's all, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it speaks
I'm just going off
to...
movies. You think I've read a book, John?
No, but that's funny. It's cool that should do that because it speaks to the power that Roald Dahl has just in his source material alone to have these things feel kind of akin in spirit somehow.
Yeah.
The thing I'm most excited about is just to see how Octavia Spencer and the young boy interact because, you know, that's the heart of that story. And in the original movie, which I do enjoy, I mainly took away Angelica Houston and a lot of the effects stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to hopefully have a very heartwarming, you know, relationship between them to look forward to.
Yeah, and it also kind of reminds me of Spiral.
Yeah, definitely with Chris Rock.
There's Chris Rock in there.
Spiral, he's going to be investigating the witches that, you know, affected his life as a young boy. That's how this is going to go.
And a reverse situation of The Help. Mm-hmm. This is how she makes up for that movie that she's not proud of. White guy, you're the help.
That's right. Well, and they have one of the Blackish creator, I think, co-wrote this as well. So
Yeah,
there you go.
I think with Del Toro's touch, it'll be a fun, spooky adventure. All right, guys. Well, are you excited for Fantastic Beasts 3? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that notification bell. Last but not least, I'd like to give a patron of the day shout out to the wickedest, most creative, magic-inducing witch in a positive way. Witch. I don't mean that in a negative connotation. Like a great witch, like a sexy, alluring, but not sexy in a way as if I'm, you know, coming onto you. Just, you know, it's just a natural feature. You are a very intelligent, creative, and I mainly admire you for your personality and your strengths and your mindset. All right, just John, can you just shout out Erica Tuesday?
Erica,
okay,
you are the white witch of our channel. You've got
God,
such
you're saving
magic, but you know how you harness it? You harness it for the good. You're not trying to be out here wiping all the kids out of the world. You're trying to enrich their lives. You're trying to bring us all messages that we can grapple with, but in a wonderfully magical animated form. You are magic, and that's why you're the Grand High Witch of this channel. Now take this choking curse off of Greg before this channel shuts down for good, please.
She's gonna turn me into a rat.
Please don't
she's gonna turn me into a rat. I know.
Please
she's gonna turn me into a
don't
rat.
do
I can
that.
feel it.
I
can
just
feel it.
talked
She's gonna
you
turn me into a
up
rat.
in your goodness.
I'm sorry.
Love you, Erica. Hope you're well.
I admire you
Okay. Hey, that's good too.
in a